Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? What if we told you that you could control and shape it? Welcome to the unseen world of universal laws, a realm where the power to transform lives resides. This isn't a tale of magic or myth, but a story of an ordinary man named John. John, like many of us, was living a life of hardship, dissatisfaction, and unfulfilled dreams. His days were filled with trials and tribulations, each more challenging than the last. His reality was a canvas painted with the brushstrokes of struggle. But here's the thing. John's reality was not a result of mere chance or bad luck. No, it was an echo, a reflection of his understanding and application of the universal laws. These laws, often unseen and unacknowledged, shape our world in ways we can't even begin to imagine. They are like threads in the fabric of the universe, weaving together the tapestry of our lives. John, like many of us, was oblivious to these laws. He was unaware that each thought, each emotion, each action was like a ripple in the cosmic pond, influencing his reality. He had yet to realize that he wasn't just a passive observer of his life, but an active participant with the power to shape his own destiny. But one day, a spark ignited within John, a spark of curiosity, of hope, of longing for a better life. This spark, small and fragile, was the first step towards unveiling the unseen reality. It was a seed planted in the fertile soil of his mind, ready to grow and blossom into a newfound understanding of the universe and his place within it. As we journey with John, we'll uncover these universal laws and see how they can transform not just his life, but ours as well. For these laws are not just for the chosen few, but for all who are willing to seek, to learn, and to grow. Little did John know that his life was about to take a turn that would unravel the hidden laws of the universe. John's journey into the universal laws began with a chance encounter with an old sage. This wasn't any ordinary meeting. The sage, a keeper of ancient wisdom, introduced John to the profound principles governing the universe, known as the universal laws. First, he introduced the law of vibration. This law states that everything in the universe, from the smallest particle to the largest galaxy, moves and vibrates. Everything is in a constant state of motion, and the difference between things lies in the speed of their vibration. Next, the sage explained the law of attraction, which asserts that like attracts like. We attract into our lives whatever we are focusing on, be it positive or negative. Then came the law of cause and effect, also known as the law of karma. This law proposes that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Nothing happens by chance or outside the universal laws. The law of compensation, the sage continued, is the law of cause and effect applied to blessings and abundance that are provided for us. The visible effects of our deeds are given to us in gifts, money, inheritances, friendships, and blessings. Then, the sage introduced the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, which states that all persons have within them the power to change the conditions in their lives. Higher vibrations consume and transform lower ones. Thus, each of us can change the energies in our lives. The law of relativity, he explained, teaches us to compare our problems to others' problems and put everything into perspective. No matter how bad we perceive our situation to be, there is always someone who is in a worse position. The law of polarity and the law of rhythm were then revealed. The former elucidates that everything is on a continuum and has an opposite, while the latter states that everything vibrates and moves to certain rhythms. Finally, the sage introduced the law of gender, which states that everything has its masculine and feminine principles, and that these are the basis for all creation. With these laws in hand, John began his transformation journey. His life was about to change in ways he never could have imagined. John's life started changing as he began to understand and apply these laws. But how can you apply them to your own life? Let's delve into the details, shall we? First, we have the law of vibration. This law states that everything in the universe moves, vibrates, and travels in circular patterns. John used to be a pessimist, always expecting the worst. But as he started to understand this law, he began to shift his thoughts and emotions to a higher, more positive vibration. He realized that his own thoughts and feelings were responsible for the energy he was emitting to the world. Next, we have the law of attraction. Simply put, like attracts like. John started to consciously attract what he wanted by focusing on positive thoughts. He visualized his goals, believed in them, and let the universe do the rest. Soon enough, he started seeing the results. Then there's the law of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction or consequence. John realized that his current situation was a result of his past actions. He decided to take responsibility for his future and consciously chose actions that aligned with his goals and values. The law of compensation also played a crucial role. This law states that what you give, you receive. John started to give more time, love, effort, and in return, he saw that he was receiving more of the same. Finally, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This law states that all persons have within them the power to change the conditions in their lives. Realizing this, John took control of his life, transforming his energy from negative to positive, from fear to love, from lack to abundance. Remember, these laws are not a quick fix to life's challenges, but a guide to navigate your journey, just as they did for John. John's life transformed completely as he mastered these laws, and yours can too. With the universal laws as his guide, John's life took a turn for the better. Let's delve into his story, shall we? John was once just like any of us, living life day to day, feeling tossed around by the waves of circumstance. But then, he stumbled upon the universal laws, and everything changed. John began to understand the rhythm of life, the ebb and flow of energy, and the power of his own thoughts. He saw how the law of vibration states that everything in the universe moves and vibrates. Everything is vibrating at one speed or another, including us. And the law of attraction, that was a game changer for him. He realized that like attracts like, and his thoughts and feelings were creating his reality. John started to consciously apply these laws. He tuned into the frequency of abundance, of joy, of love. He began to manifest better health, stronger relationships, and even financial prosperity. He realized that the universe was not working against him, but for him. And just like that, his life transformed. Now you may wonder, how can we start our journey of understanding and applying these universal laws? It begins with awareness. Awareness of our thoughts, our feelings, our energy. It requires mindfulness and a willingness to take responsibility for our reality. Next, we need to align ourselves with these laws. We need to vibrate at the frequency of what we desire. We need to focus our thoughts, channel our energy, and manifest our dreams. It's not about controlling the universe, but aligning with it. Lastly, it's about persistence. These laws work, but they require time and consistent effort. It's like learning a new language or skill. It doesn't happen overnight. But with patience and persistence, we can master these laws and transform our reality, just like John. Mastering these universal laws can unlock a new realm of existence. So, are you ready to embark on your journey to master your reality?